Hi, I'm 𝗦𝗛𝗥𝗏𝐬𝐮𝐩𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭, Chair of Peter's Ponderings Ministry. This is a ministry initiated by volunteers. We hope to bring biblical and inspirational perspective on life. Our vision is to instill courage, provoke thinking, and extend God's love in our world. If you have been blessed, we encourage you to sow into this ministry so that we can bless more people. Below are the ways that you can give.
In the 1987 movie Wall Street, Michael Douglas as Gordon Gekko gave a penetrating speech where he said, "Greed, for lack of a better word, is good." He explained that greed is the definitive drive that captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit. Greed in all of its forms, greed for life, for money, for love, for knowledge, has marked the upward surge of mankind. The financial crisis of 2008 can be traced back to the greed of Michael Milken, Ivan Boesky, and Carl Icahn, the Wall Street traders upon whom the movie was based. Greed created asset bubbles that raised irrational exuberance and blinded investors to the warning signs of collapse. In 2005, investors ignored the inverted yield curve that signaled a recession. That led to the 2008 financial crisis when traders created, bought, and sold sophisticated derivatives backed by home mortgages. When increased interest rates in 2004 resulted in falling home prices, mortgage holders soon owed more than their homes were worth. They defaulted on their loans, precipitating a financial crisis. There is an abiding allure of the lifestyles of the rich and famous. We ogle shamelessly at what they wear, consume, and enjoy. We desire the products they own, resorting to fake replicas when we cannot afford the original artifacts. We are enamored by and envious of the wealthy, although we cynically conclude they cannot amass such fortune through legal means. We secretly fantasize what it would be like to be in the blessed state. The wisdom writer uses 4 verbs to describe the lifestyle of the appositely privileged: bought, owned, amassed, acquired. They have seemingly unlimited purchasing power with ownership rights to icons of real estate, pleasure, and access. The writer seems to have attained the high skies of success. Yet he contends that the pleasure derived is fleetingly momentary. When he surveys his achievements and acquisitions, he surmises they turn out hollow and meaningless. The wise may build pyramids, the foolish build sand castles, but in the end, both are turned into sand dunes by the sweep of death. Both the wise and the foolish will be erased from the memory of subsequent generations. Consequently, the wisdom writer lets out a cynical outburst. "I hate life. What happens on earth is a bad business. Pleasure derived from achievements and acquisitions are so ephemeral that we hunger for repeats. And each reprise needs to be bigger and better to yield the same level of transient satisfaction. The law of diminishing return releases the air of gratification from the balloon of achievement. Then the wisdom writer's mind turns the corner. Since he started his search for life's meaning, the writer's striving, ambitious and overreaching self has been at the center. God has been conspicuously absent from the writer's mind. But now, in 3 sentences, he notices God's inviolable presence and participation in human delight and contentment. To eat and drink and find satisfaction in his work is from the hand of God. Without him, who can eat or find enjoyment? To the person who pleases him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. We have all tasted what is exquisite, exclusive, expensive, and exotic in life, and we are still left wondering what comes next. Contentment comes when we enjoy success, bounty, and pleasure as gifts from God. They are never the reward for our striving and effort. There is no surplus to joy beyond joy itself. We cannot doggy bag joy for later pleasure or to share at another time. Maybe that's why contentment, delight, and fulfillment cannot be quantified or fractionated. Happiness comes not from striving, but from God's generous giving. Each experience of happiness is complete, joyful, self-surpassing, and fulfilling because it is an epiphany of God Himself. We can experience joy only by refusing to pursue and grasp at it. Thomas Jefferson's assertion that the pursuit of happiness as an inalienable right endowed by our Creator is a salient observation of human proclivity. Humans are made in the image of God and therefore long for a true visage of himself or herself. If intense yearning is conveyed as greed, then perhaps Gordon Gekko is right when he asserts that greed is good. St. Augustine would perhaps reframe human greed to be a yearning after God, as reflected in his prayer, "Thou hast made us for thyself, O Lord, and our heart is restless until it finds its rest in thee."
Thank you for watching this short video. We hope you have been blessed. This is a question for this session for you to ponder and to discuss with your group.